Now we get to the technical part of the fins. The most basic blade design is something called, or often called, a paddle. They do the job, but there's absolutely zero finesse to these, and power to effort ratio is going to be rubbish. It literally is just a plank of wood, and it's just pushing you through the water. One of the more popular styles is called a channel. Channel fins use multiple materials, some stiff, some flexible, to change the shape of the blade during the whole kick cycle, to change the shape of the blade to scoop water and to channel water more efficiently down towards the tip. These are very popular and they're very strong all-rounders, which is why they're quite so popular. They're good in all sorts of different situations. Another popular design is something called vented. Right in front of your toes is a very dead spot where a lot of drag can form and it wastes a lot of your energy. So you'll often see holes or vents to allow water to flow through the fin for efficiency. And that's why they're called vented fins. They typically have chunky rails, a wider blade, but a shorter blade as well, which makes them better for confined spaces. If you're diving in large groups, if you're diving in shipwrecks or in overhead environments, it just makes it a lot more convenient because you're less likely to slap your buddy around the face because your fins are a lot shorter. Makes it a lot easier in packing because yeah, your fin fits in smaller bags. And again, they're quite strong all-rounders for different fin kick styles and different power ratings. So these are good all-rounders as well. Now we start to get into the more exotic designs. Hinged fins let the blade pivot on the foot pocket, which makes the fin feel a bit floppy when they're on your foot, but it does make the blade hit the most efficient angle of attack during every part of the fin kick. Very efficient for straight line speed and conventional kick styles. They can get a little bit confused at times for some fine-tuning like movement, and the hinge is an obvious weak spot. I've seen some divers sort of step over them and then step onto the blade, which can damage them. So as long as you use them properly, they are a very good efficient choice. Split fins are going to divide opinions. They use a mechanism inspired by marine mammals where there's a split down the center of the fins and the two halves can rotate on the outer rails to create a vortex of the water in the center. Surprisingly efficient,